Hello and welcome to more Paper Mario! Last time we got the Jade, where is it? Now we're in the items. We got the Jade Raven from the leader of the village. So let's go over to the statue of Raphael the Raven, pop that sucker in there and see what it does for us. And we're probably going to explore more of the jungle. So what we have to do is take this little shortcut we built all the way back to this side. And this is where that statue was. And we still have Sushi out, so we can just hop into the water here and swim right across. Let's just dip under this guy. And let's go back up on here. And there we go. We can go over here and drop in the Jade Raven. And if we do that, well, the statue's gonna shake and rumble just a little bit. But after that, it will go ahead and make its way over to the side. So that'll just unveil a little bit of a secret path back here, because we couldn't get there before. But let's go back to this way. And now we have the depths of the jungle. And this place is gonna be kind of puzzly. Now right here, as usual, there's a hidden item next to one of those. We get a stone cap. Turns Mario to stone and makes him unable to move. And if we hit this guy, I guess we get a coin. Now, these right here, sometimes you'll see these vines from these trees. If you grab onto those, you can get some items. In this case, we can actually get an egg, so you could use that for cooking, but I've already made all the recipes I want to make with those. So let's go smack this guy. Just whack him with that hammer, and we've got the power quick. It'll take all these guys out, so let's just go ahead and do that right now. Let's charge it on up, and smack him! 7 damage to everyone. Yeah! Sometimes I wish that I never left behind Danger Mario, because imagine this, we could have all that extra damage. We could be doing 7 damage with just 1 BP. We could take off 10 BP worth of other badges and equip them other places. We'd have 9 more BP to spend on other stuff if we were just Danger Mario, but it's okay, we'll just play along with this. Through here, we've got another coin. We've got a whole bunch of blocks right here. But one thing I want to point out is if we go over to Watt, we actually have another secret. There's no thing to mark this, but there is a secret right here. Yep, where is it? Am I not lined up? Maybe I'm behind it. Hold on. Right. Yeah, okay, I was like 1 block in front of it there. But right there, you can get a Volt Shroom. Now, if we go over this way, we can see that there's some water coming out. So let's go ahead and put this block on it to block it up. And it doesn't really work, so you've got to block it up again. Oh, come on! Yeah, we just have to go through and block up all of these holes, or most of them at least. You don't have to block every single one. All right. Now, you might think we're good right now, but no, if we go over here, there's still more. Of course there is. Let's just move the block back here. Push that over to the side as well. Block that one up. And hopefully this is the gosh dang last one. And by the way, if you jump on it, it just throws you off, so that's all that does. Okay, let's block up this one. And that'll finally do it. After you block up all those different patches of water, that'll actually loosen up this rock, and that'll get it out of the way as well. So that's kind of how the jungle works. You got little puzzles to figure out where to go next. Problem is, we can't actually just go through here. Even though it looks like there's a little gap on the side, we can't make it. So we've got to unplug it, and now we can make our way through. And one thing I want to point out is if you go to Goombario and you do his little tattle thing, he'll actually give you some information about how to actually solve the puzzles. Looks like some of the ivy is hanging off the trees here. I wonder what would happen if you pulled on it. So that's kind of a tip. If you didn't know you could jump on those little ivies, that'll let you know, hey, just jump on those. So let's take Goombario's advice and get attacked by a jungle fuzzy. Great. All right, Goombario, I'm gonna take your advice a second time and let's go pull this one and another jungle fuzzy. Of course. I'm just gonna go and fight it. Alright, so those 2 are the only ones that have jungle fuzzies. The other ones are safe, so if you want to avoid battles, just avoid those 2. This one right here will have a fire flower, which I'm not going to bother with. Over on this side, we've got 2 more trees. This one will have a mushroom, and the one we actually care about is this one right here. If I can get it. Get up there, Mario, and that one will unveil the path, so that's the important one. Now, once we get up here, we've got ourselves a star piece to find. So let's just go and get some heart plants, I guess. And do we have anything in this tree? We do not, but right around here... Oh, right over there. Right over here is the star. Oh, Mario, get off of it. Goombario, are you kidding me? Right there, we can get ourselves. Oh, come on. Stop interrupting me. I'm trying to get the gosh dang star piece. Yeah, over there we've got some baddies as well. Let's get a coin here. Now, before I get into this battle, I want to adjust my badges just a little bit here. I'm going to take off the Dodge Master and take off Quake Hammer. And let's go down, and we're going to put on Feeling Fine. All right, here we go. We've got 3 of these putrid piranhas right here. Or that's what it looks like at least. But of course, there's going to be a little bit more than that once we get into the battle. We've also got a little guy back there. So let's go tattle him. This is a W Magikoopa. This is a white Magic Koopa. He's one of the magicians in the Koopa clan. White robes, how does he keep him clean? Max HP 11, attack power 3, defense power 0. He's a healer. When he magically heals one companion, it recovers 5 HP. And when he heals all of his companions at once, they all recover 3 HP. You better take care of this guy, but fast. Now, my jump can only do 10 damage, so we can't take that guy out with that. We could use some other stuff to take him down, but I think I'm going to go for a chill out. This is going to lower all their attacks by 3, so they won't be able to hurt me. And because we have the Feeling Fine on, they can't poison me either, so we'll be completely safe. Now, I could have done like a Power Quake and the next turn done another Power Quake, but if he healed them in between, then that would not have worked. So instead, what we're going to do here is just lower their attack for 1 turn, so we take no damage here. And then next turn we'll do Power Quake and then use Bombette to finish him off. Finally, a group of enemies that has enough HP for Bombette's Power Bomb to actually be really useful. So here, let's go do our Power Quake. This is going to do 7 damage, of course. Now, again, if we were just Danger Mario, we could just, or if we were Para Mario more likely, we could just take these guys out with Watt and power him up and everything. We would do 12 damage to everything. But let's just go over, use Power Bomb. Guess gotta mash as fast as I can. Come on! Alright, good enough. I did not get that good of a match there, but 5 damage is all we needed. It's kind of hard. I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but when I'm using the Wii U gamepad, I find it kind of hard to mash quickly sometimes. And it looks like we just hit the coin cap, guys, so I guess I no longer need to worry about coins. I think I got a little bit too much back when we did the Smash Attack game. I probably should have got like up to 500 instead of up to 800, but oh well. Now, once we go through here, we're going inside a giant tree, and it's actually something I really like. I really love in games when you have to go inside giant trees and stuff. It's honestly kind of a common theme. You have it in, you know, Ocarina of Time, and you have it with Golden Sun and Paper Mario. All kinds of games have giant trees as part of their stories, and I think that's part of real life, not real stories, but like real mythologies and stuff as well. I think Norse mythology had the giant world tree. But if we go all the way over here, we get a Happy Heart badge. But yeah, I just always thought the giant trees were really awesome, and I have seen some pretty giant trees in real life. I went to the Sequoia National Forest in California, and that has pretty much the biggest trees in the world there, but that does not compare at all to stuff you'll see in video games. I mean, those trees were gosh dang huge, but they're not huge like stuff like this. But if we go to the top, here is Raphael the Raven. And you know what? Since we've got the opportunity, let's go tattle him with Goombario. He's Raphael the Raven, the guardian of this jungle. Look at the size of this guy. He's enormous. I bet there's nothing he can't do. Doesn't he seem trustworthy? Yes, very trustworthy. Just look at those eyes. There's definitely a soul inside there. Oh, welcome. Sorry, I'm so surprised, but I can't even remember the last time someone came up here. It's sure been a while. He's trying to say he does not have many friends. But, oh yes, affirmative. I'm the master of this island. Call sign, Raphael the Raven. If you have any problems at all, just let me know, okay? Go ahead, out with it. So we're trying to find this little star spirit dude. Ah, so you're Mario. I see, roger that. You can't find a way to reach the volcano, is that it? Yeah, that's a problem, not for me though. Why do I tell him that I'm trying to reach the volcano? Why don't I just directly say that I want to get the star spirit? But he says he got a message from the stars, and that's kind of what we're looking for here, buddy. I've got something exceptional to give you that ought to help you on your way, but that's for later. Right now, let's take care of that volcano problem, okay? Oh my gosh, dude, you need to calm down. Yeah, this guy gets a little bit energetic sometimes, but he'll call down his fleet of ravens, which don't fly with wings. I guess they fly by flapping their giant feet. I mean, I'm assuming those are feet. Maybe those are wings. I don't know. Caw-caw-caw! Excellent response time, Ravens. We've got work to do. I'll brief you only once, so I want your full attention. And I guess briefing means they look back and forth slowly. I don't know what Mario and Goombario are doing down there. And it must be done just as quickly as possible. Got it? I should hope so. Let's move, Ravens. Follow me! I'm not exactly a Raven, but I think that I'm also going to follow him. Yeah. It's one of those old sayings, if your friends would jump out of a giant tree, would you too? I guess usually you're talking about a bridge, but in this case we're talking about a giant tree, so yes, we're gonna jump out of a giant tree. Let's go talk to him again here. Oh. Heave-ho! I've always wondered, where did the expression heave-ho come from? As far as I know, it used to be like an old saying that was used when you had multiple people trying to like synchronize some kind of lifting. They would say heave-ho to kind of line things up so they'd all lift at the same time, or pull and push, or whatever it might have been. So that way they didn't do it out of sync and all that stuff. So if that is what it's actually from, it does not make a lot of sense for him to be saying heave-ho all by himself, but I don't know, maybe that's not what heave-ho actually is. Aye aye, alright, is everyone ready? I guess so. Now Ravens, get to work! So, what exactly are they going to do? I mean, we just need to get across. Can they just, like, fly me across? Maybe they're not able to fly. Maybe the feet are only good for flapping around to kind of slow fall. This won't take long. What are you guys doing up there? Are you guys building me a treehouse? What in blazes? Okay, finally they're done. They said it wouldn't take long. I guess, technically that was not that long of a time, but I am a little bit impatient. But yes, they built us a basket. Roger that, you can reach the volcano now. This is a little bit elaborate, but I guess a basket is the way to go. Oh, top notch, really? It would appear we can enter the volcano, dear boy. What luck, eh, Mario? I shan't delay another moment. I don't know what that is supposed to be a contraction of. The ancient treasures are calling me, onward! Hey, get back here with that basket. Okay. Oh, there it is. All right, we can hop inside here. I love that he goes off because to him, getting the treasure is more important than us getting the star spirit and saving the princess, but no. Bold and certifiably nuts. Nuts and bolts, but enough about that. I want to give you that important item I was talking about. Here, take it. And here we do indeed get a very, very important item, the Ultra Stone. A stone, use it to ultra rank one of your party members. Oh yes, that's an Ultra Stone. I found it a long time ago in the depths of this jungle. Now that you have this stone, when you find a super block, you can upgrade one of your party members from super rank to ultra rank. Strengthening the members of your party will be the key to your success. Trust me. That's what the Star Spirit told me in a dream. Use it and prosper. I've got to go now. Over and out. So yes, using that, we can now upgrade our party members to ultra rank. Last episode I was saying you might want to hold off on getting that super block, and that's why. So if you wanted to get a certain party member to ultra rank, you could do that using the Ultra Stone. I, however, want to upgrade Sushi because we are about to go to a fire zone, so it would make a lot of sense to upgrade her. But what dangers will we find inside the volcano? Will we make it through, or will we go up in a blaze? Find out right now. Let's go inside. Of course, I'm not gonna cliffhang you guys right there. I'm not that mean. So let's go inside and see what's inside the creepy volcano. Identified as Mario. Alert, report to boss. Alert, alert. I guess the security system is made of piranha plants. An organic security system, that's a new one. I sense danger here. All adventures are dangerous though, so what of it? We must press on toward the glory of an unknown treasure. Okay, well, you do that. Looks a little bit dangerous dealing with lava and stuff. I remember when I was a kid, you see all these TV shows and cartoons and stuff where the characters pretty regularly deal with lava. So, as a kid, I thought that me dealing with lava would be just an inevitable part of life. I felt like, oh crud. I felt like at some point I was going to have to deal with a volcano erupting. And I remember at one point when I was still really young, I was reading this science book. And I read that if you get covered in lava from an eruption, that you'll die. You'll get turned to ash or whatever. And that terrified me as a kid because I was so certain that at some point I was going to get covered in lava. Like, I just thought that that was just a common part of life, but now as an adult I realize it's probably not the case. But you know what, guys, we've got a fire enemy right there, so before we deal with that, let's take off this Feeling Fine badge, and instead we're going to put on the Ice Power. That'll increase our damage against fire enemies, and we're also going to put on Quake Hammer. Now, I don't really need Power Quake, so I guess we'll take that off, and I want to get Damage Dodge, so let's take off Speedy Spin as well, and let's go put on Damage Dodge. Alright, let's go deal with a new enemy right here. And this one is, well, let's go over to Goombario. This is a lava bubble. This is a lava bubble, a fireball monster. I'm very good at saying the word bubble. Lava bubbles live near lava. Max HP 9, attack power 4, defense power 0. They are obviously pretty hot, so you'll get hurt if you try to jump on them. They sometimes attack your friends, like me, too. The power of that attack is 2. Because of their fiery nature, they fear snow and water. So that is why we upgraded things. With our current setup, we can use the hammer, charge that CRUD up, and they have 9 HP. We'll perfectly do 9 damage. Right on. Let's just see if we can block this here. Looks like he's going for Goombario. That's okay. Actually, I would prefer that because we're just going to go take him out right here. So these guys do some pretty big damage. That's why I wanted to put Damage Dodge on. You could also put on the Defense Plus, but at that point, you're probably going to take more damage just by not killing them fast enough. So it's a tough call. But let's heal back up there with our flower points. Let's make our way across. And down here, we don't really have anything. Let me just check with Watt. Do we have any kind of secrets or anything like that? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, let's just go on through here. And let's take another little trolley, dude. Now, we could jump off this at any point, but I'm going to take it all the way to the end. Now, down there, we've got some new enemies, but we'll deal with them later. Let's just go on through this way. And if we go through here, we've got these fire bars once again, and just like the time way back in Koopa Bros Fortress, you can jump over these guys to get all kinds of extra stuff. You just keep jumping over them, and eventually you will get some coins. Now, being that I am at the coin cap up there, it's probably kind of a waste to get that, so I'm just going to jump over these and not worry about that too much. Let's just jump over, and over here, we get another super block, and now all of my party members are super rank, so we have to go for the ultra rank. Now, one thing I want to mention is after getting the Ultra Stone, you can upgrade any party member to Ultra Rank as long as they're already Super Rank. So say, for example, I only had Goombario at Super Rank and no one else had any kind of upgrade. We could still get Goombario to Ultra Rank. You don't have to get everyone else upgraded first. So, just thought I'd fill you guys in on that. But let's go through all the abilities we can get. So, Goombario will master Multi-Bonk and be able to use Head Bonk consecutively. So basically, that is like Power Bounce, but for Goombario. Ridiculous. Down here we have Cooper. He'll master Fire Shell to attack with a Flaming Shell. Not the most useful thing considering we're inside a volcano. Bombette will master Mega Bomb to attack all enemies. Think like Power Bomb, but able to hit all enemies. Parakarry will master Air Ray to attack all enemies. Again, another great attack to attack all enemies. I believe this attack also goes through defense, so if you have defensive air enemies, that might be good. Bo will master Fan Smack to attack with a fan. This is a great single target attack. It can do up to like 10 damage, I think it is. Watt will master Mega Shock to paralyze all enemies, and once again, they call Watt a he here. But yes, they can do that to paralyze all enemies. Pretty useful, but not something I want right now. And down here with Sushi, she'll master Tidal Wave to attack all enemies. This attack is amazing. It could potentially do like 13 damage. It's kind of difficult to get that. You're never going to get that, but hypothetically, you could. But we're going to go ahead and upgrade Sushi, not just because of Tidal Wave, but because there's more fire enemies inside here, and with her Squirt ability, she can currently do 8 damage to the enemies, but they have 9 HP. If we upgrade her, well, she'll be able to one-shot them, so that's going to come in really handy. But let's just make our way back out of here. And even though we just kind of upgraded Sushi, we do have some enemies that are not really going to be the fire type. Let's go back over to Goombario. Actually, first we should probably go up here and use Cooper to knock down this POW block. Even though I don't particularly want this, let's just knock it down and go ahead and grab that. Oh, there we go. Got into a battle without getting hit by a first strike there. So let's go back over to Goombario and actually tattle these guys. There we are. Let's just go to Spike Top. This is a spike, or he didn't say A, this is Spike Top. Spike Tops have spikes on top. Duh. Max HP 4, attack power 3, defense power is 4, so tons of defense on these guys. They're tough just like Buzzy Beetles, and fire attacks don't affect them at all. But the defense power drops if you can flip them over. So you could use a POW block, you could use a Quake Hammer, or you could use a jump alongside a Spike Shield. But we're going to go for the Quake Hammer here, because our Quake Hammer will take these guys out in one swing. You could also use Watt to get through that defense, so that's another option you have. Lots of ways to take these guys down, but Quake Hammer for my setup is, well, the easiest. So we're gonna go with that. There we are. Let's grab all these flowers, and I guess we'll grab all these little coins here, even though we don't need them. Oh, crud. Well, let me try to block that attack. And right here, we also have a lava bubble in the back. We're gonna use a Quake Hammer, but there's one small issue, is those guys are not actually on the ground. So they are not going to be affected by Quake Hammer. That's one of their strengths. But we're gonna go over to Sushi, and now we could use either Tidal Wave or we could just use Squirt. I'm just gonna use Squirt because, well, there's just the one guy. But let's just charge it up, try to keep it right there, and there we go, 9 damage on these guys. It's pretty awesome. So that is why we leveled up Sushi, because now we can deal with those guys in one shot, rather than dealing just 8 damage and leaving them with 1, because that would just be a little bit unfortunate. But let's continue our way down. Now right here, you could actually go back up top here to take this again if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Let's just go down and across this way, and here we have a save block. And not only that, we have another one of these gosh dang blocks that we can't break. But will we ever find a way to break this block? It just gives me chills when I hit it. Find out next time on Paper Mario! I'll see you guys then. Take care.